3 million illegal aliens came to the U.S. border during the last fiscal year, from October of 2022 to September 30th of 2023, fiscal year 23, and the U.S., the way U.S. figures things. It is during that time period, over 3 million illegal aliens hit the border. A vast majority were just passed through. Joe Biden has, in the supplemental, the so-called Israel-Ukraine supplemental, wants millions upon millions of dollars more spent, in fact, billions of dollars more spent on the border, but not to secure the border, not to turn people away, to process people more rapidly, to be able to handle the flow, and to essentially just transport the problem into the inner part of our country. It's insane. Let's just take a look at the Biden failure. As it showed in this chart, very simply, it's a chart put out by our good friends at the Department of Homeland Security. I'm going to increase it a little bit so you guys can see it better. But here's the encounters per month. This red line, that's the Trump administration. That's October of 2019 to September of 2020. Okay, that's the last year of the Trump administration. Now recognize this is the COVID year, but that's what you saw, under 100,000 people a month. You jump from September to October of 2020, and you see an increase from about 65,000 to 90,000. But right here is when Joe Biden becomes president. Actually, about right here is where Joe Biden becomes president. And from there, that is the high water mark in terms of keeping people out of the country. And you've seen exponential growth in terms of the numbers who have been at our borders. So much so that what we've seen in this year, this is the current 2023 year, was we've ended up with 3 million encounters at the border. These are just the people we know about. These aren't the hundreds of thousands of gotaways that the Border Patrol sees because of electronic surveillance, but never encounters, never actually tries to interdict them. Those are the real bad guys. But that's what we're looking at. And Joe Biden's answer is, let's process them faster. Oh my gosh. You know, when we get the speaker situation finally resolved, the border has to be one of the 3 priorities. The border, Biden's overreach, including the impeachment, and the budget. Those are the 3 Bs that they have to deal with. And the reports coming out from this past fiscal year that just came out of Department of Homeland Security show clearly that we have a border crisis that is unparalleled in this country's history. And if we don't fix it, we are not going to be a country. This is Rick Manning, Americans for Limited Government.